And if there's any school maybe listening out there who are thinking about starting up Zippy's Friends, would you have any advice to give them or any parting words before we?
I suppose the teachers that are doing the program know their class better than anybody. You know their likes, you know their interests, you know the level that they're at. You know, I suppose, the backstories to some of the children and maybe things that are going on for them at home. And just to bear all of that in mind when you're planning for implementing the program. Again, because of the class level we're working with, we ourselves just use supplementary materials just to make it more relevant to their context, and maybe just that they could click with it maybe a little bit. So we would have gone through the sessions and then maybe looked for little videos or clips or stories or songs that would match up with the module or the session that we were doing, like songs about emotions and videos about asking for help. We found some lovely ones out there that we would have just used at the end of the sessions or sometimes at the start as an introduction. So definitely take time just to maybe find things that you know might really reinforce it with your class, or might just make that little connection with them. We have different programs going on in the school, or different activities and zones of regulation will be something we would use a lot in our school. So being able to make the link when we were identifying emotions and linking that with the colour of the zone you might be in, we found was really, really helpful, because that's school-wide language that would be used around the school. So there's that sort of consistency across the board. So yeah, choose your supplementary materials that you feel will work with your class. Again, it's the same as every program. Tweaks will be made to it. You might have to tweak the pitch of it. Again, with the program, definitely down in the junior, senior infant side, we made changes to it just because the pitch might have been a little bit above where our children were at, having done it in September and October when they came back to school, because our priority again was their well-being returning to school. And also, don't underestimate how long the activities take as well. Yeah. Our curriculum with our SPHE, 30 minutes lessons a week. If you want to get the most out of it, one session will take longer than one SPHE class. Okay. And, just to factor that in, it's better to take your time and do it well and cover all the concepts, the topics in the session, and get to hear the children and get them to think about, their problem solving skills and how they would react to situations. So the timing, again, the lessons might take longer than our SPHE timetabling might allow for. So just to allow a little bit more time than you think might happen.
Great. Some lovely tips there. So really match it to your pupils' needs, and that the families that are in the classroom, their backgrounds, what's going on in their lives, and don't be afraid to add in extra pieces and linking it then to what's going on in the school, like other initiatives that are going on in the school or other policies and processes in the school, and to be aware that it might take longer than your SPHE class as well. Yeah, there's three very practical pieces.
Yeah, because we sort of looked at it, we took the first two modules, the emotions and the communication, and the 4 sessions in each. And again, we thought that would be 8 weeks to cover it. But again, to do it right and to do it well, there were some days we stopped it after the 30 minutes and to revisit it to get the most out of it, or to get the potential out of it, definitely.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Erica. Really appreciate you taking the time out to join us today and to tell us all about your experience of implementing Zippy's Friends. And I wish you really well with the rest of the programme. I hope you have a great year with